Hello and happy midterms. Midterms, of course, is a term used very loosely by professors, which, depending on the person and the phases of the moon, can, in my experience, mean basically anywhere from the third week of the semester to immediately before reading days. It seems the middle of the semester is in the eye of the beholder, and 3 of my classes have chosen to behold it as this week. Granted, one of the classes has 3 different midterms, at which point I think it ceases to be a midterm and just becomes a test, or even a quiz. But I digress, and I apologize that this video is likely just going to be a lot of complaining, so I wanted to give you the context. As you may imagine, I've been spending pretty much every possible moment in the library trying to study. Earlier this week, I met up with Lacey to study and then get some coffee as a nice break from working all the time. But then, as soon as we step out of the library, some guy tries to attack us. He was some creep. Apparently his friend had been attempting to mug a woman a couple weeks ago, and then Lacey stopped him, and he ended up getting arrested. Sorry guy, maybe he should have thought of that before committing a crime. But anyway, apparently this guy tracked Lacey down and wanted to get revenge, I guess. It wasn't really a huge situation. Lacey was able to telekinesis his knife away from him, and then I hit him with my book bag so he was disoriented, and then the security officer showed up and took care of him. Turns out, after all that kickboxing, I still just go for the heavy object in a crisis. It didn't turn out as badly as it could have, but it definitely added some adrenaline to my Tuesday. And then I had to wait around to give a police statement, which seriously cut into my study time. Then last night I had a terrible shift at work. If you've ever worked in retail, I'm guessing you know how it gets sometimes. Every single customer has different issues, and last night there were 2 different people with these very small problems that were apparently huge crises and way more important than everyone else in the store. That on top of the usual, I'm sorry, we don't have those shoes in stock. Sorry, they don't make that size and that color. Sorry, we have never ever carried that brand here. Sorry, if you don't have a receipt, I can only give you store credit. Sorry, I can't give you a discount just because you ask. My manager is right over there and will tell you the exact same thing, but you know, live your life how you want. It pays the rent partly, and it pays for snacks and pasta, and means that I will graduate in slightly less debt, but at what cost to my soul? Don't get me wrong, plenty of days I love my job. I like people and I get to hang around shoes all the time, and it's usually not that terrible. But some weeks I have 3 midterms, and then some rando tries to attack my roommate when we're out for coffee. And that makes it just a little bit harder to channel my passion for customer service and overpriced footwear. Anyway, I hope you had a better week than I did. I have 1 more paper due tomorrow, and then I will be relatively free for the time being, since next week is my spring break. I'm going to be traveling with some friends, so I won't be making a new video next week. However, to make up for it, at some point in the next several weeks, I'm going to be making a bonus video, so if you have any questions for me or Lacey, you should leave comments. Hopefully nothing too interesting happens while I'm gone. I will see you in 2 weeks when I promise there will be less complaining. Thanks for watching anyway. Till next time.